Hey, it's George Foreman. You remember me. Can you believe it was over 47 years ago I stepped into the ring with the great Muhammad Ali in Zaire, Africa, which was beforehand the Belgian Congo. And even now it's back, the Congo itself, all around a river that flows through. I heard there were alligators going through that Zaire River, which is the Congo River. But anyway, I had sit in my home in Livermore, California, where I was visited by government dignitaries from Zaire, and they wanted to present to me how they could take care of me and look after my well-being if I were to defend my title against Muhammad Ali in Africa. Why not, I said. And they promised the money, $5 million in those days. It was like no athlete had ever received that kind of money. And I had accepted it, and accepted to give Muhammad Ali part of the purse, split it down the middle. $5 million apiece would have been a total of $10 million. Wow, what a lot of money. You think I was going to argue about that? I did not. And Muhammad Ali and I negotiated the fight over the telephone. I said, "Do you really want to fight me?" He said, "Yeah, George, I'll fight you." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, I'll promote the fight." I said, "Okay." He said, "I'll promote it," and I fell for it. So when all of the fussing and name calling started, it didn't bother me, because he said, "I'll promote it, George. You won't be hurt at all. You won't be let down." He started promoting the fight instantly after I defeated Kenny Norton in what is the country in Venezuela. I knocked him out in maybe 1 or 2 rounds, Ken Norton. And I thought this is going to be an easy fight, just an easy payday for George Foreman. I had knocked out Ken Norton, who had broken his jaw and defeated Muhammad Ali. I'd beaten the great Joe Frazier, who had knocked him down and won the title from me, undisputed distinction of the title. What did I have to worry about? Nothing but to go to Africa and pick up my paycheck. So we traveled to Africa, and just like they said, the people in Africa took good care of me. I've heard all kind of rumors about this was said, that was said. My dogs going to Africa. The people invited me. They asked me to bring my dogs. They had come to my home and asked me to bring my dog, and I took my dog, Dago, my ever faithful German Shepherd, and I loved him. We spent many good hours together. Being in Africa, I was never alone, because that dog was always near my foot, always laying down, touching me to let me know, hey, I'm here for you. And I didn't realize what a gift it was until after the fight. Dago, the German Shepherd. So we get to Africa, and I looked after real good. Was first taken to an army base. I didn't like that, because one night as I was laying down, I looked over my head, and there was a lizard. Biggest lizard I'd ever seen crawling over my head. Packed up my clothes, and I moved down into the Intercontinental Hotel in Zaire, the main city, Kinshasa, Zaire in Africa. All kind of festivities going on in there. I even got a chance to get with James Brown and all of the singers who put on a big show that night. The night would have been before the fight, but as I was sparring one day, the guy, let me tell you, I was an offensive machine. You couldn't stop me. No one could stop me. Punch, 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 punch. And one day I'd gotten on one of the sparring partners so bad, he covered up. And when he did, his elbow hit my eye. Boom, blood started going everywhere. And I told my manager, Dick Sadler, I said, "Man, I've been cut." He said, "Oh, no, you've not." I said, "Hey, I've been cut." I don't know why he wanted to hide it. But anyway, the fight went through, and I talked to the government, and we negotiated that the fight would take place a month later. And I said, "I need to go to a doctor." I wasn't getting out of Africa so easy. They really opened their heart to me and begged me, "Please, don't cancel the boxing match. Don't do it." And so I felt sorry, I thought, and let the fight go on. Because Muhammad Ali, $5 million, this is going to be the easiest fight for me ever, I thought. And he had been promoting as always. He didn't bother me. I was grumpy, because I was just purely a grumpy guy anyway. So the fight started. The first round, I go out there trying to get in my hands up, because this, this was going to be my offensive fight. I wasn't able to spar much after the cut because we didn't want to open it up again. So I was just going to take after him and just beat him up in 1 or 2 rounds. And I beat him up the first round. He hit me with a couple of shots because he was fast, but nothing hurt me. And I beat him up some more, got him against the ropes in the second round, body punching, everything I wanted to do. There was no resistance. And I thought, well, I didn't get him in 2 rounds. I'll probably get him in 3 or 4. I laid it on him some more. Then afterwards, it got to be up maybe the 6th round, and I could say, whew, man, where's the air conditioning? I could hardly breathe in Africa that night. It was late in the night, but that wasn't an excuse. Early in the morning or whatever, that wasn't an excuse. I threw every hard shot I had against this man. And you know what? He took it just when I thought he was gonna lean over and quit. Start talking, George, that all you got? And I said, wow, what is this I've gotten myself into? But I kept fighting him because I said I was gonna knock him out in 1 or 2 rounds, and I wasn't gonna stop in 5 or 6 rounds and start backing up doing the boxing match. I wasn't gonna box anyone. I was not afraid of anyone, and I always figured if you're gonna run away from someone, it must be because you are afraid. And I was not afraid, so I kept the fight going, one round after another. Muhammad, tough guy, he took those shots and ever spoke more. Show me something, George, all of those things. And I just tried to show him something. Then it got to be the 8th round. And I'm sure it was about the 8th round, and I put it on him. I was still following him. I had him up against the rope. He swiftly turned himself from the rope, laid one left hand, boom, boom, and another, the most fast right hand I'd ever not seen. He hit me with a right hand, boom, right on the target, the button, and I felt that shot. I tried to catch myself, but I hit the canvas and went down. I heard the referee counting, 1, 2, and I tried to beat the count. My manager told me, hold it, George, stay down. Wait until we tell you to get up. That was the instruction. So at about, I guess, 8, I jumped up and they said the fight was over. And you know, that was really a sad night for me. I had lost the most precious thing I'd ever accomplished in life, the heavyweight championship of the world. And that's not a good feeling. Muhammad Ali was happy and all of his friends were happy for him. And the only thing I'm sorry about is I didn't go over to his corner and congratulate him, because he had escaped and he had endured some of the most powerful, the most hard shots I could ever lay on a human being, and he didn't complain. He didn't quit. And I sure, if I had to do all over again, the only thing I would do is walk over to him and say, congratulations, champ, good fight. Now, 47 years to this date, right here, I'm telling you, the rumble in the jungle, I'll never forget. And even today, it's become more precious to me because Muhammad Ali and I became good friends. I'd call him at his home. We'd visit, we'd meet in the hotel, we'd eat together. I learned to love him. And he said he always loved me. Why you throw that quick right hand if you loved me so? But then I become great kids with his friends with his children, and I know about his grandkids. He's left a happy history behind him that no one should ever be ashamed of him. And I'm just happy it was me, because no one can be distinct and say, I was in the rumble in the jungle. I'm the only one who can say it. I lost the fight? No, I gained a part of history. Thank you for joining me today. Tune in more and we'll talk more about the next fights that are coming up. Now remember, I'm George Foreman. You heard of the rope-a-dope? I'm the dope. Bye-bye.